And streaming on crossroadstoday.com. Sunday became a day of flames across the region. Residents from Woodsboro to Victoria watched fire crews battle multiple blazes. And Crossroads residents took to the streets with a protest against the actions of a federal agency. Plus, Captain Kenny Jones reflects on his years serving Victoria before taking command in the Beaumont-Port Arthur area.
And if you're not a fan of the cold winter weather, to start out the month of February, we're looking at warmer weather with highs in the 70s. All that goodness in the weather coming up.
The A&M Jaguars stormed to a 5-1 record with a walk-off thriller, capping off a series sweep against Wiley. Hear from the players who made it happen, coming up in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, Crossroads, and happy Groundhog Day. We've got some breaking news for you here.
It may be some unfortunate news. Punxsutawney Phil has seen his shadow.
What does that mean, Parker?
It means we have 6 more weeks of winter. Y'all get ready. And our short-term forecast, Texas weather kind of has a mind of its own. But for the short-term forecast, we are not looking at winter. We are looking at some very nice, actually some early spring-like weather, but I think at some point that might change. We'll talk about that later, because this morning, to start out our kind of spring weather trend, we have some fog, which is kind of pretty common for springtime. Looking live in southeastern Victoria, we have some somewhat dense fog out there. Looking at visibility here on this screen, about a quarter mile or less. And this is going to be patchy in nature all around the area, so please stay safe if you're traveling. 35 degrees is what we're starting at for our temperature, but our dew point is matching that, bringing us the fog. And you're probably sitting at home like Parker. You told me that dew points in the 30s and 40s don't bring fog. Well, here's what's happening. We have very strict circumstances happening with surface high pressure parked right off of our coast right here, and the sinking motion underneath that is bringing us all the forced humid air down to the ground, bringing us fog. So patchy in nature fog all around the area this morning. Please stay safe if you will be traveling. We have special weather statements in effect until 8:30, right around when that'll be burning off. But temperatures, we are all quite cold out there this morning, so sending those kiddos out the door, grab them the jacket, please, but they'll take it off in the afternoon because we're looking at a beautiful day. We'll have those details next.
A fire started near Sam Houston Drive and Mistletoe Avenue in Victoria Sunday, causing heavy smoke and visibility issues for drivers. Fire crews battled the blaze and wrapped up around 8 p.m., but the home was a total loss. The lone resident declined medical assistance and appeared uninjured. Another fire broke out in Victoria Sunday. It started at the Crossroads Apartments near Laurent Street between 6 and 7 p.m. One person was evaluated by EMS on the scene but did not require hospitalization. Also on Sunday, a fast-moving grass fire erupted in Refugio County along FM 1360 in Woodsboro. The Refugio Volunteer Fire Department responded around 8:37. Down power lines sparked the blaze, spreading quickly due to dry conditions. No injuries have been reported. Jackson County deputies are on the hunt for Jordan Hollister, wanted for multiple burglaries. The 28-year-old is suspected of entering a home on FM 234 South, stealing a 35mm handgun, and fled on one foot. Hollister is linked to other thefts in the area with surveillance footage and recovered property tying him to the crimes. Captain Kenny Jones has concluded his service in Victoria. He's transferring to Beaumont-Port Arthur as the new commanding officer for the Salvation Army. Retired Majors Russell and Debbie Tchaikovsky will serve as interim leaders in Victoria until June. Captain Kenny reflected on his impactful tenure and the recent honors he's received.
It's probably been the last 2 weeks, especially, been the pinnacle of where I've been in my life. I'm not going to say it goes down from here, because it's not, because I serve a mighty God that only goes up. So even though we've hit a high mark here, it's going to continue to go up as God helps us wherever we go. And the great officers that are coming here will be the same way. They're full of energy and they're ready to go.
Captain Kenny served as a Salvation Army commanding officer for 7 years. The Salvation Army has made an impact on residents during his time as leader. The city of Victoria recognized him on January 21st. Today is the deadline to register to vote for the March 3rd primary election. Officials urge all eligible voters to register by the end of the day to ensure your voice is heard at the polls. And Victoria County Commissioners are set to meet at 10 this morning. They'll hear updates on the winter storm and the warming centers. They'll also discuss the approval of Senate Bill 22, which gives money to help rural sheriff's offices pay their staff. Victoria residents gathered Saturday in protest. They met at the Dr. Patty Dotson Public Health Center to protest ICE aligning with nationwide demonstrations. Participants expressed solidarity with issues highlighted in Minneapolis and other cities following fatal shootings by federal immigration agents.
I'm very concerned about what's happening in our country and what's happening in our communities, and I feel very blessed that we have a community that we can come out and speak our mind, because there's a number of people that are concerned that don't feel like they have a voice. The things that we see, that we're all seeing, the videos that we can't unsee, I've never seen a policeman do the things that ICE does.
Some protesters told us they're concerned about aggressive immigration enforcement and don't want similar operations in the crossroads, even though Texas hasn't seen actions on the scale of Minnesota's. The Texas Ramp Project was in Victoria County this weekend, building a ramp for a woman with health challenges near Raisin. Her family reached out through the Citizens Medical Center to improve her accessibility. Her daughter believes this addition will enhance her mother's quality of life, allowing her to exercise and to improve her health.
And now we can wheelchair her down there. We'll be able to get her down. Plus, what else is a plus is mine is so big that she can exercise now. And he said that he would start on it at the end of January, and by golly, he was true to his word. And they're doing a great job, and they're super kind. And they haven't asked us for any money or anything.
Brown says the family plans on donating to the Ramp Project to pay the kindness forward. Victoria North leader Mark Quartercrack says they're always looking for volunteers to assist supporting residents in need. Those interested in volunteering can reach out to Mark at 361-799-9098. A major investment in local parks is coming to communities across the state after leaders approved a record-breaking round of funding. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Commission is awarding more than $21 million to cities and counties to help improve outdoor spaces, with local governments matching half of the cost. Victoria is among the recipients, securing more than $357,000 for upgrades at Meadowlane Park. The project will focus on improving play areas, sports courts, and overall park safety, with new lighting, walkways, and updated amenities planned for the site. Victoria Regional Airport celebrated a record-breaking 2025 with 14,441 enplanements despite a temporary closure for runway repairs. This surpasses the 2024 record and marks a 119% increase from 2021. Looking ahead, the airport plans to enhance its growth with a new control tower and upgraded equipment. For more local news, weather, and sports, come to crossroadstoday.com. It's now 6:38 on our Monday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up next on 25 News Now Sunrise. Hope Ranch is one step closer towards being completed. And a federal judge orders the release of a 5-year-old and his father from ICE detention, why the Trump administration plans to appeal.
And also coming up next after the break in the short-term forecast, it might be cold out there right now, but later today we are looking at a beautiful day. So coming up next, we'll look at how nice it'll be near you. Well, good morning, Crossroads, and happy Groundhog Day Monday. Well, it's a brand new week and a brand new month, but to start out the month of February, well, Texas weather, like I said earlier, has a mind of its own. We're going to be warm while the rest of the Northeast is probably going to be cold, thanks to Punxsutawney Phil. Now, we are going to be looking warm thanks to a couple things: sunshine and also southerly winds. You can see that right here in the future tracker, 7 a.m., about the time that the sun rises. Looking mostly sunny out there, but for the rest of today, we're going to be increasing our cloud cover. So by 9 a.m., I'm thinking partly cloudy. Same thing with noontime, still partly cloudy. But in the afternoon time, at around 3 p.m., by the time you're picking up your kiddos from school, I'm thinking mostly cloudy out there. So I'm going to let y'all decide on the sunglasses or not. Going into tonight, here's 6 p.m., right around sunset, still mostly cloudy. And the same thing all the way into tonight and into tomorrow, Tuesday. We're going to be looking mostly cloudy, y'all, so get ready for that. But also tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to slightly pick up our rain chance. Afternoon time will feature a 10% chance, 1-0, maybe 1 or 2 showers out there somewhere. And then Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning with a cool front, very weak cool front sinking in, we'll pick up that rain chance to 30%. Tuesday night, a couple isolated showers. But today, before that gets here, temperatures in the morning, 9 a.m., looking at mid and upper 40s. Noontime, looking at mid and upper 60s. But the afternoon, like I said, is very nice. I'm thinking a high of 70. Everyone else about the same thing. Highs in the low 70 today. So get out there and enjoy it all week long. Because all week, we're going to be looking nice and warm. All that coming next.
The A&M Jaguars are flying high at a 5-1 record after a thrilling series sweep against Wiley in their season home opener at Riverside. And just like you heard from Coach Stavinoa, there's much to be excited about this year, especially with moments like Saturday night's walk-off that lit up the season. And now let's hear straight from the players on that unforgettable moment and what's driving the team forward.
Pretty ecstatic right now. I mean, that was just a great team win. We had to fight hard at the beginning and had to battle through till the end, and they came up with some clutch hits and we had to battle through it, and just glad we got the job done. Oh yeah, I mean, I knew they made a mistake. As soon as they put on our guy ahead, I knew he was going to get the job done. They put him on, so I knew it was up to me. I just wanted to put him on my back.
What I saw tonight was really good. You know, the chemistry and everything is looking really good. We're taking really good ABs too. Good defense, pitching-wise, we got to figure it out a little bit on the end there, but you know, we're going good stuff, and hopefully we keep going.
Let's wish the A&M Jaguars good luck as they take on Nelson on the road this Wednesday. But that does it for your 25 News Now Sports. Until next time, I'm Ray Robinson.
Experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. 5-year-old Liam is back home after being detained by immigration agents in Minnesota last month. ABC's Lana Moyes reports that the case continues to spark questions and controversy.
This morning, Liam Ramos and his father are back home in Minneapolis.
Liam, ¿cómo estás?
The 5-year-old who ignited a national outcry after he was pictured last month in his bunny hat and Spider-Man backpack while being detained by ICE along with his father. A federal judge ordered their release Saturday after more than a week in a Texas detention center. The judge accusing the Trump administration of pursuing daily deportation quotas, apparently even if it requires traumatizing children. Liam was pictured after his release, the preschooler back in that blue bunny hat. ABC's John Quinones exclusively joining Liam and his father as they made their journey home. Liam saying he's looking forward to reuniting with his mom and brother. Their detention sparked protests outside the ICE facility in Texas where they were held as opposing narratives about their detention played out. The Trump administration saying Liam's father is an illegal alien from Ecuador who tried to flee and abandon his son. Officials say they tried to hand Liam over to other family members, but they refused.
Are they supposed to let a 5-year-old child freeze to death?
But advocates for the family say they've followed the legal steps to seek asylum, and Liam's father says he would never abandon his son and only moved a few feet away from him to try to get help.
Entonces lo único que hice fue gritar para que salieran más personas.
Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says the administration will now appeal their release. Should that appeal be successful, Liam and his father could end up back at the same detention facility they just left. A court hearing is expected this month. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Hope Ranch is one step closer towards finishing the outside building. 25 News Now reporter Ray Mosley spoke with the Chief Executive Officer, Daniel Barrientos.
When Hope Ranch is completed, it'll house over 50 people across the Crossroads area, including women with children. Residents will have the option of staying between 30 and 45 days in the inpatient center before they can transfer to the outpatient center. Daniel Barrientos of Billy T. Catan Recovery Outreach says Hope Ranch specializes in substance abuse and alcohol disorders.
By having Hope Ranch here in our rural community, we'll be able to access not only Victoria County, but all the surrounding communities that are considered rural. And it'll break down that barrier of them having to go to another city.
The inpatient center will have a dining area, a room for exercising, a group room for education and therapy, and even an isolation room for emergency situations. Hope Ranch's mission is to help those who struggle with addiction, along with offering recovery programs.
It's a great blessing. I mean, we've been waiting for an inpatient center for many years, and so the sooner that we can get it open, obviously the better, right? And so the sooner we can get those services available to our community and our region, obviously it'll be a big blessing, and it'll be really good for the community.
Being that Hope Ranch is a nonprofit organization, they're hoping to raise another $1 million before opening so they can continue giving help to people in the crossroads. Ray Mosley, KAVU TV, 25 News Now.
So basically the district.
If you see news happening, let us know. Call the number on your screen or send us an email to staff@crossroadstoday.com. It is just about, let's take a look, it's just about 6:47 on our Monday morning. Still to come on Sunrise. Rural blood drives help keep people alive. Learn how you can donate. All right, it's time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday to Adriana. Happy 55th birthday.
Ooh, happy birthday, Adriana, and also happy birthday to Madeline. Happy sweet 16th birthday to my granddaughter. We love you more than you know.
And happy birthday to our birthday cake winner, Trina. Have a wonderful day, a sweet day. Go to Sweet Fountains Bakery in Victoria and pick up your birthday cake.
That's right. Congratulations on the cake, Trina. And also happy birthday to Krista from all of your friends.
Happy birthday to Deanne from your karaoke family.
And also happy birthday to Moses. Happy birthday from your work family. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, you can come to crossroadstoday.com. Just click the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and then you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo.
I also want to wish Mary, also known as Cookie, a very happy birthday. That's our producer, Ronnie's mother.
That's right. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, and happy birthday to Martha. Hope y'all are going to have a great time celebrating today.
Love that. Well, happy birthday, y'all. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, good morning, Crossroads. I'm sure a lot of y'all saw that 7-day forecast a few moments ago, and you probably saw exactly what I was talking about. All week long, we're going to be looking nice outside, so y'all please get out there and enjoy that. And I say enjoy because we're beginning February, and you just heard Punxsutawney Phil say he saw his shadow, which means we're looking for more winter. Now, in the meantime, Texas is doing what it does best. We're looking warm. We're looking at highs all week long in the Crossroads in the 70s. Minus Wednesday and Thursday, because you heard me talking about a cool front. It's going to be a very weak. It'll blow through tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and into Wednesday morning, bringing us a bit of a breezy northerly wind, but it'll also bring us our high temperatures back into the upper 60s for Wednesday and Thursday. Low temperatures will also drop back down to the 40s, but no more 30s unless you happen to live in our northern counties, DeWitt, Lavaca, Gonzales. Y'all might be upper 30s for Thursday and Friday morning. Maybe even for Saturday morning as well. But the rest of the week, we're looking warmer than what we're at right now because of the winds at times out of the south and also lots of sunshine this week. But today is also Groundhog Day. You're probably wondering, what is his forecast looking like? Well, he saw his shadow. That means we're looking at 6 more weeks of winter, especially up in the northern states. Right now, it's like 7 degrees in Punxsutawney Phil, Pennsylvania. But over the next few weeks, nearing the end of February, we might see another Arctic blast. But before that happens, this low will bring us our front Tuesday night before high pressure returns and dominates and bring us our warming pattern. And we'll look at all that and more later on Sunrise.
As we near the end of Blood Donor Month, the South Texas Blood and Tissue Organization reminds residents that blood is needed year-round. Each donation saves up to 3 people in need. Local blood drives were interrupted during the recent winter storm, but communications specialist Roger Ruiz says reaching and supporting smaller towns and communities are vital. On Friday, a donation bus stopped in Cuero to help collect blood donations missed from the winter weather.
And so it's Texans basically helping Texans here in South Texas. You know, the blood that you donate here is going to help somebody, maybe not in Victoria, not in Cuero, but in San Antonio and vice versa. San Antonio, somebody who donates here definitely is helping somebody in Victoria and Cuero and everywhere in between. So it's a great importance for our smaller communities to get involved because it takes all of us. It takes an entire community to help one another.
Blood donors can go to the Victoria location at 6106 North Navarro to continue giving donations year-round. Ruiz says donors should give it 8 weeks between donations. Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. Texas Parks and Wildlife shut down commercial and recreational oyster harvesting in Matagorda Bay. Texas Parks and Wildlife shut down commercial and recreational oyster harvesting in Matagorda Bay. It comes after recent sampling earlier this month showed too few legal-sized oysters to support fishing. Only 11 of the state's 31 shellfish harvesting areas remain open to the public, with a few more areas open through private aquaculture. Officials say the Matagorda Bay closure will stay in place until oyster numbers rebound. A few important dates as we get closer to the primary election. The deadline to register to vote is today. The last day to apply for a ballot by mail is Friday, February 20th. Early voting starts February 17th. And the March 3rd primary election will have many local, state, and national races on the ballot. A San Antonio woman faces 3 charges of fraud and mail theft in Goliad County. A traffic stop 6 miles outside of Goliad. At that stop, authorities say Marisa Magana was found with stolen mail from Goliad and San Antonio. They also say passports and more than 50 credit cards that don't belong to her were found in her vehicle. Magana is charged with 2 felony fraud counts and 1 count of felony mail theft. Goliad authorities say they're working with Homeland Security and the U.S. Postal Service on federal charges as well. The Victoria unemployment rate for December fell. The Texas Workforce Commission reports the Victoria unemployment rate for December was at 3.9%. That's down from 4.3% in November, but up from 3.7% in December 2024. Over 44,000 people were employed in Victoria in December. The Rafah land crossing began operating today for the first time in more than 1.5 years, as the first group of Palestinians awaited to enter the Gaza Strip from Egypt. North Sinai hospitals will be the primary destination, receiving wounded and ill Palestinians from the Strip. Its reopening marks a crucial step following the Israel-Hamas ceasefire, which took effect in October. And we want to invite y'all to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. And now we can try to get a look at our forecast, but it is quite foggy unless it's burned off. How's it looking?
Still foggy out there. As you can see, we got all sorts of that cloud cover on the ground. That's what fog is. It's just clouds on the ground, if you believe that. We're looking at patchy fog all around the crossroads this morning, not just in Victoria. So if you'll be hitting the roads here real soon, just make sure to please stay safe. Make sure to slow down your speed, use your windshield wipers, and use your low beam headlights, not your high beams, if you didn't know that. 35 is what we're starting out in Victoria County. Temperatures about 1 to 2 degrees warmer in the city, 37 right now. But the dew point just about matching that is what's bringing us that fog this morning. Also thanks to high pressure, surface high pressure, which is just off of our coast. That's why we're seeing fog with dew points in the 30s and 40s. Usually don't see that, but high of 69 today in Port Lavaca. Y'all please get out there and enjoy that. Mid 60s by noon, increasing cloud cover the entire day. Same thing in Victoria, a bit warmer though, 70, and also a little warmer in Cuero, 71 today. So get out there and love on that, y'all, because it's going to be just like that all week long. Even with the help of a cool front tomorrow night, we're looking very nice.
Even though Phil says it's 6 more weeks of winter. All right, well, thank you for being with us. And be sure to join Sean Adama Clovion next today for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10.